years old. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombers sting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you very much. That was fantastic. All right, I've got a few notes that I want to go over to make the opening ceremony official, I guess. I want to welcome everyone to the fair that almost wasn't more than once. To say it's been stressful is to say the least. We had 7 different versions of the schedule, weekly meetings most of the summer, several Zoom meetings that introduced technology to most that they'd never seen before but worked pretty well. So when we first started having Zoom meetings, several of these guys to the left said Zoom what? And by the time we did 2 or 3, they got to be old pros at it. So that worked out really well, so we learned something going through that, and the meetings actually turned out pretty good. We started off with visions of a full slate of entertainment, passed through a period of not knowing if we could have any fair, to what we promised in the beginning, which is what we got today, which is our Junior Fair Livestock Show. We're dealing with some new circumstances and some new experiences. I mean, who would have thought a year ago that we would live broadcast every show during the fair? We're doing that with these guys here from Caleb Graham Productions, doing a super job. I watched most of the shows off and on today. Super high quality. I wouldn't have thought, I didn't think a month ago we could pull this off, and these guys have helped us get it done. So it's allowing people that can't be here to see the shows. I thought that was something you could only do at a national show, and here we're doing it at the Guernsey County Fair. I want to thank 22 members of the board, some of which are over here, some are doing other things someplace tonight. They've been patient and open-minded throughout, which it took. I want to thank Donna Fritter out front here for putting up with some of our major turns and back and forth we went through this summer. Yeah, give her a round of applause. Well, we didn't know from one day to the next what we were doing, and that was pretty clear. Some key guys on the board that I can't go without mentioning, because I mean, we all pitch in and work together to get this done. There's some of these committees though that are almost a full-time job at times, not every day, but some days are 20 hours long. Josh Stiers does a great job on the grounds. He makes sure that the major things are fixed, the ditches are dug, the culverts are put in at the last minute through the racetrack, which is kind of scary to dive into that right before the fair. Al Warren works on the gates, traffic flow and security. He had pretty much a vision as to how we were going to get people in here, and I think it's working pretty well after at least one day. He, as you can see when you're coming up the road, he pretty much locked down the outside. So there's only one way in and one way out, and it's past Al most of the time. Brent Watkins, Junior Fair Committee. It is a full-time job. He's lucky he has a good employer that is kind of lets him slide now and then. and supposedly allows him to talk on the phone while he's driving the company vehicle, which I'm not supposed to do. Charlie Anderson works with concessions. That's been ever changing too. We probably went from 50 vendors to 10 to 0 to 5, and he's done a good job getting in here. We didn't have a donut stand this year. He tried to get us one at the last minute, didn't get it done. But we'll have donuts next year for sure. We got a good set of vendors here. They're all down here in one place. It takes a few more steps to get here, but you walk down here, you're burnt a few more calories, you can get one more thing, and you can work it off going back up the hill. So give them your business. They will be here through Saturday. If you have friends that did not or cannot get a hold of the valued wristband to get in here and get something to eat, let them know that they can come in here Saturday afternoon and get some fair food. So help get these people some business, because they've been hit pretty hard this summer. I know I've talked to some of them that usually would have had maybe 20 dates already, and maybe this is their third one. And some of these people do this for a living, so it's just been tough all the way around. I want to recognize a few guys for milestones of membership, and I'm within a year or two on most of them, but we looked them up, and just want to mention a few of them. Charlie Anderson's on his 30th year. Lori Bamfield on her 30th year. Carl Burney, 35th year. Dave Hayes, 30 years. And we got a couple guys who are retiring this year, I've been told in the last couple days. Virgil Quillen for 30 years and Dean Schreiber for 45 years. And you all know that Virgil and Dean have done an awful lot around the fairgrounds for the last few years. So let's give them a round of applause for their careers. So I think that's all I got to say. I've run out of notes. We just want to thank everybody for coming out and helping us get through the fair. I know you've heard it a dozen times or more. We need to keep the face masks up and the distancing. Keep the face masks on when you're in the barns, if you will. I know you did a pretty good job today, but the state, whether you believe it or not, or understand all this stuff, they told us we could have a fair if we done this, and this, and that's all we got to do is put up with it for a couple days, and maybe this will all get better. Thank you. Okay, I guess we're doing the Junior Fair Awards at 6:30, so I didn't talk long enough, but that's all I've got. So go give the concessions some business for a few more minutes.
Just making sure you guys can hear me. Welcome to our 4-H Awards program. We have a little bit a shorter program for us tonight because some of the categories that we typically gave awards in, we were not able to have our kids participate in this year. We do want to take some time to recognize our STEL Project trophy winners. So those of you that are familiar, our STEL Project judging was a little bit different this year. We did a virtual judging, so all of the kids who participated submitted a 3 to 5 minute video and then up to 3 still pictures of their projects for our judges to review. And the judges loved it. They thought it was so much fun to see the creativity that the kids took and the time that they took to give a little bit of a video and explain all the things that they learned and show the things. And some of them even had the opportunity to do some things that they wouldn't normally do if they'd been at regular judging. So we're also going to hand out our awards a little bit different tonight. So with me tonight, I have Leslie Drills, she's our 4-H program assistant, and Judy Burnworth, who from 4-H Council was helping check you guys in. Leslie is going to be our Vanna White, and so she's going to stand behind the trophy that you guys receive. So as I call your name and you guys come forward, you can pick up your trophy that Leslie is standing right behind. So our first trophy tonight is Outstanding Family and Consumer Sciences, Riley Wagstaff from the Bobcat Bunch. Riley's award is sponsored by Stratus Wealth Partners. Outstanding Cake Decorating, Megan Yeckley from the Blue Ribbon 4-H Club. And Megan's award is sponsored by Cambridge Rotary. Outstanding Food and Nutrition 1, Hannah Davis from the Cumberland Valley Kids 4-H Club. And Hannah's award is sponsored by the Rural Mix-Ups 4-H Club. Our Outstanding Foods and Nutrition 2 is Emma Davis from the Cumberland Valley Kids 4-H Club. And Emma's award is sponsored by the Community Bank. Outstanding Personal Development, Alyssa Taylor, Pigs and Things 4-H Club. Alyssa's award is sponsored by attorney Andrew Warhola. Outstanding Healthy Living, Carson Klaus from the Cumberland Valley Kids 4-H Club. Carson's award is sponsored by United Ambulance. Outstanding Animal and Veterinary Sciences, Marley Mathers of the Green Acres 4-H Club. Marley's award is sponsored by the Guernsey Veterinary Clinic, Dr. Leah Hill. Outstanding Leisure Arts, Emma Fannin from the Country Cousins 4-H Club. Emma's award is sponsored by Christie's Main Street Memories, Scrapbooking, and more. Our Outstanding STEM, which is Science, Technology, Engineering, and Math, goes to Braden St. Clair from the Get Along Gang 4-H Club. Braden's award is sponsored by Speedy Print. Outstanding Science and Engineering goes to Ephraim Fowler of the Get Along Gang 4-H Club. Ephraim's award is sponsored in memory of Pete Wilson. Outstanding Natural Resources goes to Peyton Hall of the Get Along Gang 4-H Club. Peyton's award is sponsored by Guernsey Soil and Water Conservation District. And our last STEL Project trophy is Outstanding Self-Determined, and it goes to Alyssa Taylor for Pigs and Things 4-H Club. And Alyssa's award is sponsored by Linda Keeler. If you guys could give one more round of applause for all our trophy winners for their outstanding work this year. And now at this time, I'd like to introduce Leslie and let her give away one of our first of our special awards tonight.
Hi, nice to see all of you tonight. I have the privilege tonight to present to you the Friend of 4-H Award. The 2020 Friend of 4-H Award will be given to Darlene Miser and M&M Feed and Supply. Darlene is passionate about agricultural education in and out of the classroom. Through her work at M&M Feed and Supply, she has worked to empower and support area youth with their projects. She always offers advice and knowledge, and if she doesn't know the answer, she will work to find it. Darlene created the 4-H and Ffa Reward Program to provide funds for area clubs and chapters. In the past 5 years, the program has awarded over $5,000 to area 4-H clubs. She always tries to host educational, free showmanship, and feed seminars every year to educate the youth and their families on the latest market trends. In years past, she has hosted a show camp, goat clinic, hog clinic, and multi-species clinic. Darlene embraces all projects within 4-H, from cooking and woodworking to tractor safety to numerous others. Darlene and M&M Feed and Supply continually support the 4-H and FFA youth each year by purchasing animals at the Junior Fair Livestock Sale. Darlene, along with her husband, Joe, and daughters Melissa and Miranda, are honored to support the area youth in 4-H. Melissa and Miranda were both 4-H members of the Cumberland Valley Kids 4-H Club. Darlene Miser is deserving of our recognition. Darlene truly makes the best better in our community. Please join me in congratulating Darlene Miser, M&M Feed and Supply, as we honor her with the 2020 Friend of 4-H Award.
We like to make these a surprise for our honorees if we can, and I think Miranda succeeded in that. All right, on to our next award, our 4-H Hall of Fame. Today, I have the distinct honor to announce to you the recipients of the 2020 4-H Hall of Fame Award, Randy and Twyla Wright. Randy became a 4-H volunteer 18 years ago, while Twyla started her 4-H service 19 years ago. They're proud to serve the Wild Things 4-H Club. They promote community service, hands-on learning, and a sense of family through their work with the club. Twyla goes above and beyond to help guide her 4-H members' experience. She uses creativity and some of her own resources to enhance their club meetings. They both have served in various roles on the Junior Fair Livestock Committees. Randy was a past vice president of the Dairy Goat Committee for 10 years. Twyla has served as the treasurer of the Dairy Goat, Poultry, and Boar Goat Committee for 10 years. Twyla has also served as a member of the Guernsey County 4-H Council. Randy and Twyla were one of the deciding families to take on the pen update project in the goat barn. They, along with others, spent 5 years fundraising, a summer tearing down, power washing, and painting until the project was finally complete. Randy and Twyla are acting members of the Poultry Committee and help with various fundraising, cleanup days, check-ins, weigh-ins, help with the fair shows, and updates to the poultry barn. They've raised 3 children through the Guernsey County 4-H program. Cody, Kyle, and Kayla have all been successful through their involvement in the program and have gained so much with their parents' guidance. Randy and Twyla have made it a family affair when it comes to 4-H. Please join me as we honor our 2020 4-H Hall of Fame inductees, Randy and Twyla Wright. So thank you guys very much for coming tonight. If we could have our Friend of 4-H and Hall of Fame inductees come back down for a picture, we'd greatly appreciate that. And if you guys want to stay tuned, the parade will be starting for you shortly. Thank you.